Alright, yo, what is good to the 9 people that clicked on this video? So basically today I'm gonna show you how to grind out ball player, and you're gonna be able to finish it super quickly with this method I'm about to show you. And I haven't seen anybody else show this method, just me and a friend kind of discovered it. So I'm about to show you what to do. So first of all, when you're making a new ball player, I mean, you got to make the ball player and everything, make him look goofy, whatever. But you want to go here to create, go to vaults, and then first go to roster because you want to download a certain roster, and then do square to sort, and then sort by downloads descending. And okay, so editing me here, I forgot to mention at this point that the reason why you want to do the Philly or Detroit roster is because they basically made it so that every single other team in the MLB, minors, everything, basically everybody that's not on the Phillies, Phillies minors or majors, or for the Detroit one, for the Detroit minors or majors, everybody else on every other team is a 0 overall. So that is why you want to make sure you use one of these, because the pitchers you go up against will be terrible, the catchers you go up against will be terrible, so you'll be able to steal, all that type of stuff. It's going to be super easy. So that's why you want to do those. I just forgot to mention. And then you can do the Philly one. I know for sure that one works, and I think this Detroit one right here works. If you're doing a catcher, do the Detroit one, because they'll trade you from Philly because they already got JT Realmuto. So choose Detroit if you're doing a catcher. But go ahead and download those. I'm not going to download them because I already have downloaded them, but you just click on it, hit download, and then save it. It's pretty simple. And then do Road to the Show, and I'll kind of guide you through this. Do start new, then set up my ball player and everything. Yeah, whatever. I'll just make a new one. So go ahead. So this is going to be for a position player. So this isn't going to be for a pitcher. If you're doing a pitcher, I haven't done a pitcher, so I don't really got the tips or anything. But here's position player. Do power. I wouldn't recommend contact, but if you really want to, go ahead and do contact. Definitely don't do fielding. Do not do fielding. I would recommend doing power though. And this one, I did a catcher. So that's what I'll just choose it to kind of show you guys. But this method and everything will really work for any position. I would recommend only do a catcher, shortstop, or a pitcher. Really, there's just definitely don't do first base. There's tons of great first basemen. Definitely don't do anybody in the outfield. So I would do shortstop or catcher. I'm gonna do a catcher here. But you'll want to do this. I'm just gonna, I would recommend for your motions and sound animations, I would do Mickey Mantle or something, or just do a player that you really like their swing, and make sure that you're the same height as them and everything. But yeah, just go ahead and do that. Okay, so once you make him, now you're good and everything. And then this is very important, make sure to do load saved rosters, because if you do use current rosters or something, it's just gonna, there's no point. And now here, once again, if you're doing a catcher, make sure to choose Detroit. But if you're not doing a catcher, Philly works fine. Really either of these work just fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and do Detroit right here. Okay, now this part is very important because you want to make sure you get drafted to the team you chose. So I'm gonna do this for Detroit. If you chose Philly, obviously if you don't know what division they're in, anything, just do a quick little Google search. But make sure you get drafted to them. And so you got to say that, yeah, there is a team that I've heard of more than a couple times and everything. And then they are American League. So you'll choose American League, and then you'll say no, it's an American League Central. And then choose Detroit. And if you do it like this, whatever team you choose, you'll get drafted to them every single time. So just make sure you do that, and then when this phone pops up or whatever here, you'll get drafted to whatever team you chose. As you can see here, I just got drafted to Detroit. So yeah, just whatever. Once again, if you're doing Phillies, just make sure that you go there and everything. Alright, for this part, I got onto my actual ball player, just because I'm about to show you the gameplay method and the tips for that, to get the ball player program maxed out super quickly. So I just got on my main one, so you know, if I get the stats it'll be for this guy. But I'm about to show you the program, and basically you just you want to worry about getting steals and home runs. That's really it, because right here these are really these assists, put outs, that stuff. You don't really got to worry about that really. The plate appearances and hits, that'll just happen. You don't really need to like focus on that. Then down here, extra base hits and stolen bases. These basically what you want to do is you want to make sure you get at least one of these every game. So right here it's kind of an awkward situation because I would need 5 stolen bases, but you'll see you can steal bases super easy. And so like you'll be able to get it so that, I mean, even on this diamond one, because in the bronze and silver and gold program, you get like, you only need maybe like 4 or 5 extra base hits and stolen base and everything, so it's even easier. But what you want to do is basically you got to make sure that you have your settings on beginner mode, and I'm about to show you all the good settings to have it on right here. So we're gonna go here to settings and then go to mode specific, and make sure you have it to sim to next appearance. That is just gonna like speed it up and everything. If you have it on like any of this stuff, it's just gonna kind of slow it down. Keep it on that. Showtime opportunities, I would keep these on. That's just gonna help you get your stats up. Player infield reaction, that doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want there. Player lock button mapping, once again your choice, doesn't really matter. Player lock fielding opportunities, I would either do all or none. I mean, it's really up to you. I had them on, but I really don't know if it was worth it or not. So I mean, you can really, I mean, you're not gonna get enough to help you with your program at all, but you'll get a little bit of stats upgraded. So you can decide if you want to do that or not. This one doesn't matter. That's up to you. Base running opportunities, keep this on all. It is very important. You'll see why very soon. And then, you know, this other stuff, I don't really know if that matters at all. And then here we go to gameplay. Make sure it's on beginner. That is going to be very important. Keep it on beginner. And those are really all the settings that you'll need to, you know what I'm saying, the settings you'll need to make sure you have a certain way or whatever. Alright, so I'm about to load into a game and kind of show you everything I'm talking about. Alright, so now I'm about to show you what do you do for all the hitting and everything. Also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. Make sure you make a guy a switch hitter. There's no reason to not make him a switch hitter. But basically, what you're going to want to do for when you're hitting and everything, you either contact swing or power swing. And I'm about to show you. The pitches are going to be so slow, it's going to be super easy to get a perfect. And if you power swing, you're gonna hit a home run almost every single time. That's gonna get you. Oh, I did not hit a home run. But if you don't hit a home run, this is also very important. Make sure you stay at first base. Or, you know, sometimes situationally based off, you know, your challenges and everything, you might wanna go to second, just steal third. But just watch how easy this is gonna be to steal second. Like stealing bases, like these catchers have to take crow hops to try to throw you out, and it's. You can steal 100% of the time with like 20 speed. It's going to be ridiculously easy. You can even steal third, and it's not even difficult. And so what you're going to be doing by this is you're going to get your base rating for your speed maxed out super quickly. Your steal is going to take a little bit longer, but you're going to get that speed up max super quick, and you're going to get those stolen bases for your thing. And then the reason why you want to keep it on all base running appearances, so that those first 2 pitches you can just steal second and third, and then right after that you can come here, go to next appearance, and just skip to your next appearance. And then you can do the same thing over and over, and then either contact swing here or power swing. If you power swing, I found most of the time it's a home run, but a lot of times if you power swing, a lot of times it's a home run, but if you contact swing, it'll just kind of be like that first hit. Even though I power swung, it'll just kind of be to the wall, and then you can steal second and third. And then this is basically just the strat. You hit it hard, and then you either get a home run or you stay on first. I would very rarely take second, or you know, go for a double, and never go for a triple, because then you can't steal any bases. But sometimes if you just need like one stolen base or whatever, then you can go to second, get that extra base hit, and get that one stolen base. So that's basically the strat here for the gameplay wise. You just want to do that over and over. And then, you know, I'll show you at the end of the game, you still get tons and tons of XP. So it's the end of the game. Took me not even 2 minutes, and you just saw, I mean, it just went away, but I got almost 500 XP, and I went 4 for 5. Most of the time, you won't get out even once, but it's gonna be, once again, this strat is gonna get you to, you know, max out your ball player program super fast. You'll get your speed up to the 50 base rating, which is the max. You'll get that super quick. Everything's just gonna be super easy, and you're going to be able to just fly through ball player and be ready to use him in Diamond Dynasty. You'll get loads of XP, and you'll get tons of stubs as well. Alright, so another thing that I forgot to mention in the video is that when you're doing the gameplay, if you get the Showtime opportunities, which that's when it's going to be like, you know, contact swing to drive in a runner, and you get +2 contact or something like that, right? When you're doing those, make sure to not do don't do anything that's gonna give you batting clutch. Prioritize, like, because if it gives you batting clutch, treat it like it's giving you nothing, because every time you get an RBI, you'll get +3 batting clutch, so your batting clutch base rating will get maxed out extremely quickly. So I would just recommend that if you have a Showtime opportunity, pick absolutely anything over batting clutch. Alright, so I mentioned it earlier in the video, I believe, and I forgot to mention in the intro. I might put something in there though, but I'm going to be showing you like the best equipment to use now and everything. And now I will tell you now, the best equipment is not always the equipment you should get, and I'll explain that later. But we'll start here with the bat. The bat, if you pre-ordered the game, you get this Otani bat. It's definitely the best. You definitely want to use this, and it's free. You can't sell it or anything, so definitely use that. If not, maybe this +7 isn't too bad. +9, +5 isn't too bad. Just kind of look around. There's a lot of different options for bats, but just like see which ones are the best, like based off different prices and all that. So just do that, and then yeah, if you pre-ordered, use the Otani bat for sure. For batting gloves, there's and if I will mention this right now, if you are low on stubs, do not get any diamond equipment, or yeah, for the most part, get no diamond equipment, because gold equipment is it's gonna be worse, but it's gonna be way cheaper. Like this glove is 1,500 stubs, whereas this glove is 19,000 stubs. So I mean, if you have the stubs like me, I obviously have the stubs, so it's probably worth it for me to get this equipment, this diamond equipment. At least most of it, but I'll go ahead and show you this glove, these Trout Elite 2.0s. These are really good. The Jordan ones, and then this Pro Collection. These three are the best ones. So just look and see whatever one, if you're looking to get the diamond ones, just whichever one of these three at the time is cheapest, just go ahead and get that. Fielding gloves. Now, this one, I would say there's probably a bit more options, just because depending on what you need, what you want and everything. Like if you're a pitcher, you might want something that gives you, you know, more stamina and everything, whereas some of these other gloves, like just some of them give different things for a pitcher. But if you're a fielder, I would say for the most part, if you're like a catcher, this Bregman one is best. But there's just, like, maybe if you're a shortstop or something, this one might be the best. Like there's a good bit different options. So I would just kind of look around and see what you think is best. But I would say if you're a catcher, the Bregman. If you're a shortstop or second base or third base or whatever, then this A2K is probably the best option for you. Now here in the cleats, diamond cleats are going to be expensive, so once again, if you don't have the stubs, just get a pair of gold cleats. They will be much cheaper, even though those are still pretty expensive for gold equipment. But like these two right here are the best cleats. Now I would recommend getting this one because you get -2 stamina, which only matters if you're a pitcher. And even if you are a pitcher, 31,000 versus 27,000. 2 stamina is not worth 4,000 stubs. So just go ahead and get these if you're wanting the best. Go ahead and go with these cleats if you are looking for the best ones. And obviously these ones are slightly better, but it's not worth the stubs. Catcher mask. So all of these are going to be +6, except for this one is +8. However, I will tell you, do not get this because this one, for example, the one I got, it was the cheapest one when I was looking at them, 5,200 stubs, and this one is 14,000 stubs. So you would be spending 9,000 stubs to get an extra 2 block. That is not worth it at all. Just look for, of these 5, which one is the cheapest when you're looking for them, and just get that one. Do not get this one. It is not worth it at all. And at chest protector, all of these are the exact same, except this one is +1 block, and this is, once again, same thing. 300 stubs versus, which is like 1,500. So that's 1,200 stubs for 1 block rating. Not worth it at all. Just look at which one of these is the cheapest and get that. For leg guards, these are all quick sell values, so just go ahead and get this one. Also, little side note, just go ahead and collect, buy all of them for 25 stubs, and you'll be able to lock them in and make profit off that from the collection. But yeah, go ahead and get this one if you're just looking to get one of them. +3 block, and they're all the same price and everything. Elbow guard, I'm not even using one. These do not matter at all. Discipline and durability. Durability is only a road to the show stat, and discipline is going to help you a very, very, very tiny bit with check swinging. So it is not worth it at all to even get any of these. For shin guards, I would recommend either don't use them or use one of these gold ones. There'll be a little bit of stubs, but you'll get 4 batting clutch, which is, it's something that'll just help your PCI get bigger when there's, runners on. But definitely don't get this diamond one. It's 5 batting clutch for 20,000 stubs when you can get 4 batting clutch for 1,500. Not worth it at all. If you really want one, just go ahead and get one of these gold ones. Wrist guards, this is the same thing as that other one. It's discipline and durability. Just don't even get them. Don't even bother getting them. Compression sleeve. I would say this gold one is even the best one. It'll run you 4,000 stubs, but you get +5 arm strength and +3 arm accuracy, whereas this is 3 arm strength, 4 arm accuracy. Yeah, I don't know if these ones. What are these looking like? These ones might be more worth it to get especially if you're running low on stubs. I would get some of these other gold ones, but yeah, I went ahead and got this one. It's really up to you. It doesn't really matter all that much which one you get. These ones might actually be more worth it looking at it, but once again, totally up to you. It doesn't matter. Bat grips. I'm gonna tell you, don't buy any of them. Just do the Jackie Robinson thing. Get 1 hit. It's super easy. Get this one. It's the best one. If that goes away and you gotta buy one, maybe get one of these diamond ones. I don't know, or maybe one of these gold ones is more worth it. Just go ahead and look for yourself. Eyewear. This one's kind of complicated. I think this one was gonna be the one I get because, from what I remember, it was significantly cheaper. Yeah, it's 7,000 more stubs, but it may be worth it to go ahead and get this one right here, the S3, or the encoder. I've heard is the best one. These ones you can really get. I would say just about any of these diamond ones are worth it, or maybe the golds, just because they're going to be so much cheaper. But I would say just get one of these diamonds. It's up to you. Just however many stubs you're willing to spend, what stats you want the most. For socks, once again, just do that Jackie thing, and you get these ones, which are perfectly fine. Or else, I don't know, one of these is probably cheaper than another. Or maybe these gold ones might be worth it, depending on how much they are, but just do that Jackie thing. Ritual. Okay, this is where it kind of gets interesting, because there's very, very many different ways you can go with this. I actually pulled Legendary Call is obviously the best one here, and I actually pulled Legendary Call, but as you can see, it's going for 50k, and 8 power and 8 contact is not worth 50k. So if Legendary Call is still worth this, and you get it, I would definitely sell it, or definitely don't buy it. At least I don't think it's worth it. This History of Tops one is pretty good. It's pretty balanced, pretty solid, and it's only 10k stubs. This Legend and a Cleat one's really good. Dual Dragon. Like, there's just so many different ways you can kind of go with this. So this one, kind of a personal decision. Just kind of do whatever you want, I guess. Just look and see, what do you think is best for the right price. But I would definitely stay away from this. 5 durability doesn't matter. 6 fielding is okay. I mean, 7,000, 6,000 stubs, it's not really worth that. Yeah, that's really it for Ritual, and that'll finish out the equipment and everything. So yeah, that's what I would recommend for the equipment. Now, in terms of what perks you want to use, this is where it gets very, very complicated. You can go very many different ways with this, but I'll start with the big one. If you really, really want that speed, I would go with the Anomaly, but I really don't think it's worth it, because you still get 80 speed without this. So I mean, I guess if you have Anomaly, you can steal bases a lot better, but you get way less contact. I would strongly recommend Duke. Definitely don't do Showboat. It's just not worth it. It's just not. I don't know what to tell you, but either do Duke or Anomaly. If you really, really, really want that speed, go ahead and do Anomaly, but I'm sticking with Duke. And then moving on to these smaller perks, the ones I would most recommend is Power 2 and Contact 2 are definitely, I would say, the two best. Speed 2 is also very, very good. Now, Power 3 and Contact 3 both boost batting clutch, which isn't that big a deal, and I'd rather the extra stats to some other things. But yeah, so another thing is these showdown perks. This one is the only one that might be worth it, but I would just stick with getting like these power and contact ones instead. I wouldn't really use any of these, but if you are going to use any of them, this one is definitely the best one. Leadoff Magic is another one that's pretty good. You just get extra exit velocity when nobody's on base, so just make him your leadoff guy. But yeah, that's what I would go with for these. I would just do contact, power, and then maybe if you want to do 1 or 2 speed ones, just it really just depends on what stats you want to prioritize and all that stuff. Alright, so now I'm going to show you, exactly what you want to do if you want to see what your guys' stats are looking like and everything. First of all, I don't know why he got replaced by Jackie Robinson. Also, another thing, he's going to show up as a 65, and it's going to show up that his stats are awful, but I'm going to show you how to see their actual stats in just a minute here. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you have your guy on your team, and then just go to like any offline mode thing. I'm going to just do play versus CPU, and then just like load up into a game, but don't actually like fully load up into the game. Just like look at your batting order, and you'll be able to see his stats. Like right here, if I go to him right here, you can see his stats. And keep in mind, looking at these stats, if I put a handful more stubs into him, his stats could be way better. My batting gloves are still gold. My Ritual, I think, is silver. All it does is +2 power. Like I really, my eyewear is only a gold. Like I could have way better stats than this. I just need to put some more stubs into it. But like, you look at these stats, he's the best catcher in the game right now, and once again, I put a little bit more stubs into him. He'll be the best catcher in the game for a long time, and it won't even really be close. And this is just, it took me less than 6 hours, and you get tons and tons of XP from the program along with it, and you'll get loads of stubs. Once again, I pulled Legendary Call from the Diamond Equipment, so I got 50,000 just from that one pack in it. So you can get tons and tons of XP and everything. And I just, while doing ball player, I went from maybe like right here, maybe here. No, I think I went from right here, and then I went all the way up to right here just from doing ball player. That's it. And so you can get tons and tons of XP. And so that's, I think that's probably going to wrap it up. I don't really think there's much more to talk about. If I think of something else, I'll go ahead and add a little bit to the end of this, but I think that's it. You know, if you have any suggestions, anything else you would add to it, anything you would change, any other just comments or whatever, just go ahead and leave a comment. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. I might upload some more MLB The Show like tips and stuff if you want to subscribe and stay tuned for that stuff. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. See ya.